So for today's mission, we're going to an art museum. The name of the exhibition is called Oblivion. It's mostly art installations. I'm not exactly sure what the theme is about, but I'll let you know in a moment. I promise. Also, it's so freaking hot today. I am dripping wet. No, that's not what I'm supposed to say, but this whole station is empty. There's no people. My friends are already there. I'm gonna ride a share bike to go over there. At least they have a bike lane. Oh shit. Oh. I'm here at the art museum and this is heaven.
Hello everybody.
This is heaven. I'm a mason jar coffee person now. I'm bougie, I'm chic, I'm better than you. The first floor exhibition is the one that I mentioned in the beginning by Wang Yuyang, called Oblivion. In this exhibition, Wang explores the relationship between human connections and technologies. In each of the pieces that Wang presented in this exhibition, it's always involved with technology. Computer programming or artificial intelligence, it's always there. One of my favorite pieces is actually called Relationship. We can focus, I guess not. You can see a picture here. It's basically a set of light tubes that is put on the floor and is connected to this, I think 5 or 10 meters of a cable. But within each individual light tube, it's programmed to move spontaneously. So it can roll forward, backward, or just rotating itself. Eventually, because of this whole confined space, one individual tube will run into another tube and so on. So in the end, with more and more tubes running to each other, it becomes a group, it becomes a community, a sense of togetherness. That's why it's called Relationship. From my understanding, I think it explores the relationship between one individual and a community. You know, how an individual can seek balance, harmony, or even fights with a group of people who has their own individual mindsets or ideas. We're taking the metro to go get dinner because, fun fact, I forgot to have lunch.
Yeah.
Right, that's our ride. I completely forgot to film the food before we start eating. So here's what you see right now.
Oh my god.
She's so upset she decides to leave because she's very upset with me not filming the food before we start eating. This was a curry beef, and that's the pho. That's the spring rolls. So we're right next door to the Vietnamese restaurant for dessert. Both of us are really full. Yeah. But we found 2 desserts that looks really interesting and creative, so we want to try it.
Amazing.
Yeah, we probably can't finish all of the desserts.
Anytime in this happy world, let's go and kick it, you and me, and see what love unfurls. Cause girl, I bet you love some tugging on them lovely curls. Hold up, a week up after that, believe we started dating. My heart was racing, but never felt my time was wasting. I was chasing, ain't no debating. I'm feeling you, trying to figure out what to do. Even after some disasters, we were making it work. But never did I ever think that you would do in the dirt. Stay.
We probably can't finish all of the desserts.
Happy that we've been together and we never get hurt. So say, girl, why you kick it with
Another piece I want to mention is this mouthpiece. This is actually the very last piece you get to see when you finish the whole tour of the museums. This is an exact replica of the artist Wang's mouth. It can move too. The lips can move, the tongue can come out. Most importantly, it spits water at you. Obviously, it's just tap water. For this piece, it doesn't really have a deep societal meaning behind it. It's just a fun piece. This is the artist saying that, art can be fun, quirky, and weird. It doesn't have to have a deep meaning behind every single piece. If you stand in the right direction, the water can actually be spat on you. Let me know if you like to be spat on. I'm going to dye my hair purple right now. Is it just me, or do I actually look like the girl from The Half of It with this glass on? Choo choo. Why am I whispering? It's because it's super late at night. It's almost midnight. If you can. Yeah, 11:30. It's almost midnight. Everybody's asleep. I also need to change out of this shirt because I actually like this shirt. Pervert! You really think I'm gonna change in front of you? Really? Really? By the way, this is a big glass. Cause you girl wanna look chic. It's all in Korean. Great. I bought this thing like 6 months ago. The color of the solution looks a little off. It's because this is supposed to be a purple color, but the solution is yellow. So I don't know if it's because it's been 6 months. I guess we'll find out the color on my hair.
How you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Oops. Oops.
So the reason I'm not doing the roots is because these are actually good hair. Like they're natural, they're black, they're perfectly soft, like a baby's butt hair. Yeah. And all the rest of them, all the ends, dry as a hay egg. It's already dead. So even if it doesn't work out, how worse it could be, I'll just cut it off. I just realized babies probably don't have butt hair, do they? FBI, open up! Oh my god, is that a hickey on your neck? Stop! Oh my god, it's not a hickey. On a serious note though, I haven't had sex for so long, I feel like I'm turning back to virgin. Yeah. I don't want my chicness to intimidate anyone, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm so fucking chic that it radiates into the universe of my presence, of my chicness. I'm gonna take it off and go shower, put a conditioner, and blow dry. The reason I'm showing you these photos instead of the actual hair right now is because I completely forgot to shoot this clips of my purple hair when I first dyed it. So this is about like 2 or 3 weeks later, and the color is fading out, so here's what you can see. Yeah, you can barely see any purple in it. Oh, the purple you see is like the light that is behind me, so it's not my hair. But it's more of a silverish gold, rose gold. No, it's not rose gold. That's the end of this vlog. Please like and subscribe and turn on notifications. Please, your support means so much to me. Thank you, thank you. And I'll see you in next vlog. So I didn't realize before I go into the museum, but it was actually a completely separate exhibitions on the second floor. The second floor exhibition are actually by 2 Dutch artists called, I'm going to butcher the name, Persian Borsen and Margit Lucas. So these two created mostly screen film pieces. All of these videos were presented on these giant screens that stands on the floor all the way to the ceiling of the museum. So it's huge pieces, and most of their video pieces were revolved around the topics of landscapes, natures, mountains. One of my favorite pieces on the second floor is this phantom barks, birch, spruce, and ash. It has 3 different kinds of tree bark photographs in 3 light box. It's a computer constructed photo using hundreds and thousands of tree bark photos. One thing is really interesting about this piece, which is not even mentioned on this booklet, which made me questioning the legitimacy of the person who wrote this. This is actually not really a photo, but a really slow video. So if you stand there long enough, you can slowly see the tree bark going from really dry on the surface to a really wet tree bark. But the change is really subtle. You have to pay really close attention to see how it becomes moisturized and to see the water reflection on the tree barks. So in this piece, it's talking about like how us human treating the environment. It's supposed to be a live living tree that absorbs sunlight, absorb waters, but with us cutting down trees, more and more dead trees are appearing in these forests. So that's how from a live living tree became this dead tree barks.
Stuck in the cold 'cause there's nothing left to hold it. 'Cause autumn leaves fall. Autumn leaves fall.